feedback on my end. I'm doing great, man. I had 3 days to rest, and I feel great. I've gotten to play, streamed on consecutive nights, got the rest that I mentally needed. Feeling great. Yeah, it was great. I had an 8-hour session. I met the criteria for Twitch affiliate, and now the last criteria I need is to average 3 viewers per stream to hit affiliate. I'm right there. I am right there to hit affiliate. I just need to grow my following. I need to play more consistently. I need to play more generally. If I want to hit affiliate, I gotta grow my following. I need to get better. I need to get out there.
Oh, okay. No, that's good stuff, man. I'm actually glad you started doing the whole Star Wars thing, because pretty much everybody's doing Call of Duty nowadays, so it's nice to differentiate from the pack.
It is, especially because it's a game that I dominate. Like when I play it, I win it. Like it's funny how in the last 2 nights people have tried. They came after me to kill me, to the point where I was running into like 4 or 3 people at a time, and I'm just like, bruh, Jesus.
Shoot, that's good stuff.
Can't be the best without having people trying to knock you off, you know.
That's right.
But I enjoy that game. I thoroughly enjoy that game, and I hit some milestones with my characters. With Yoda and Luke, hit level 100 with both of them. And I'm grinding towards 1,000 with Anakin, so it's a haul for sure.
Nice.
And I even met these cool kids that we were just vibing. I sent that video to the Warzone chat. I fought this guy. I normally don't meet that many people in the game who could fight me 1v1. But this guy was hanging with me, and I'm like, damn. This is only the third time that a player has matched me move for move. And I respected the hell out of this guy to the point where I was like, you know what? I'm going to let you live. I mean, I had you close to death, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to let you live. And then right after that, we were like jumping together in the match. Like we were not trying to kill each other. And then we were vibing, and someone else joined in on it, and he was jumping up and down with us as well. We were just vibing. We clearly saw that there was skill in that lobby, and we were vibing with each other out of respect. But then you have this one guy, he came and ruined everything. He started attacking us while we were just vibing with each other. And then he tried to 1v1 me. And I'm just like, who are you, kid? Like, why are you trying to 1v1 me? I was like, I took him and I beat him, and I'm just like, don't do that again, man. Don't do that again. We were vibing, and this guy came and ruined it.
Wow.
Oh, is this the event?
Oh, you got it?
Secrets of the Pacific?
Yep, we're in. Oh, crap. We are in. All right.
That logo looks like the Shield logo.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
So are we working for Shield now?
I guess. We have, let me see. What are they giving us? So, we have a banner, we have a sticker, 2 stickers, 3 stickers. Really? That's it?
A calling card, an emblem, charm, sticker, and a spray, and a calling card.
Really? That's it? Nothing special? Nothing, no gun?
I think you need to have Vanguard to have access to the map, I think. I don't know. I'm not sure.
No. This is something else. For the map, no. We're gonna get a separate map from the one that they have in Vanguard, supposedly. So, like for Vanguard stuff, yeah, they give you other items, but no, you don't need to have Vanguard. Like they'll give you Warzone stuff. So this is fine. Postcards and stuff is fine, I guess. In Battle Royale, look for sweet deals on the latest electronics to unlock this reward. So basically, go to the store. In Battle Royale, go to the location shown in the photograph and find the mysterious object to unlock this reward. That would be the train station. No. Is that? No, that's under prison. That looks like it's under prison. Because those are like stalls.
I have a free bundle, actually, speaking of that.
Oh, yeah? Let's have a look. Hopefully they gave me something. Come on, give me something. Anyway.
Double XP token. I got a double XP token and a charm. out of that free thing.
Oh, okay.
Let me see. I'm trying to find that video that I made. I'm gonna send you this clip. I want you to see how this guy, like, he actually competed against me, which was like I respected the hell out of him for that because he tried me. But then we came out of it cool, like we were just vibing, and then another guy joined in on the vibe. My Wi-Fi's a little weak, so the video is taking like a year to upload, which is ridiculous. It
Oh, that's
shouldn't
fine.
take that long. And then I showed you the guy. I'll show you the guy who tried me, and I just took him down. I'm like, son, know your place, know your place. But I love Battlefront. Battlefront is a breath of fresh air. Despite all the mainstream games being out there, and I've heard recently that there might not be a Battlefront 3. A lot of Star Wars fans are disappointed for sure.
Yeah. No, the whole Battlefront situation is pretty bad, but that's all on EA's part. Like, they really should have done more with the license. Now that they have to share it with other people, that means that now other companies are going to get to take a stab at the Star Wars universe, which means there probably isn't room for Battlefront anymore. So,
Look at that part where we both started shaking together. I was like left and right. I'm like, what? Like we just started vibing. It was fun as shit. And then I started jumping and he started jumping. It was just vibing. I thought Maul was gonna attack him, but then Maul starts jumping with us, and we're like, oh, who could jump higher? We were just vibing. We were just vibing there. Respect among the community. There's no toxicity in this community. We were just vibing, and then
hey,
Yoda comes in there and fucks it all up.
yeah, because you guys need each other. You guys need that community to thrive. Like, you guys are all that's left, so might as well, man. Keep it living, keep it alive. Show it off.
We had fun. Don't get me wrong. There's a bunch of sweats that play that game that they have buckets next to them when they're playing when they're playing because they just have to win at all costs. I ran into some sweats earlier today, and I was like, holy shit, there are still sweats in this game.
I mean, you need to have that balance.
But
Because people still want to have the Star Wars experience, man. It's like, it's not over.
let me tell you something. Having played Battlefront since its release, I will tell you that the game obviously improved when they started putting in the Clone Wars content into the game, and they put more love into the game. They truly did. And the Clone Wars era is by far the most popular era. I know a lot of people who like the original trilogy and all that would say, "Oh, that's their era." But it all depends on what era of Star Wars you grew up with.
Right.
I grew up with the prequel area, so I'm gonna tell you first and foremost that the prequel era is my favorite because it's the beginning of the story
Right.
before the originals. Obviously with the advanced technology, the prequels look better
Hmm.
aesthetically. They're not as good story wise as Empire and all that. But I hold Revenge of the Sith in the same boat as I hold Empire Strikes Back. Yes, Empire had like a cultural phenomena effect around the world. It's I am your father line broke Hollywood. I get that. But Revenge of the Sith, as far as the story is concerned, everything was on the line during Revenge of the Sith.
Hmm.
Good versus evil was on the line. The galaxy was on the line. And even though Palpatine finally initiated his master plan and he turned Anakin to the dark side, everything was at stake there. Every battle was your last. Like this was the fall of the Republic, the end of the Jedi. Basically, the Jedi lost in the worst way possible, and everything was on the line. Imagine if you were a participant in that battle. Like if you knew, oh, if I don't beat this guy right now, it'll mean the end of the galaxy right now. It'll be
Yeah.
the end of good as we know it. And just imagine going into a battle knowing that either you win or everything is at stake. That's what made Revenge of the Sith to me, like, Yoda and Obi-Wan realized if we don't win this, if we die here today, the Jedi Order dies.
Yeah.
Goodness in the galaxy dies. And like I could not put myself in their boots and be like, holy shit, I'm gonna fight the Emperor right now, and I have to give it all I have, or I'm gonna die.
Uh-huh.
And to me, there was so much on the line that it's like Revenge of the Sith had everything you wanted: space battles, progression in the story, the best lightsaber duels in the history of cinematic history,
Hmm.
and to this day, there's no equal to the duels in Revenge of the Sith. There just aren't.
That's very true.
Like when you finally saw Yoda go up against Palpatine, and it was the greatest duelists of their time going at it. That was Star Wars. They were so fast that no one else could have moved as fast as they did, and it's poetic how they fought. Everything was on the line. Nothing was held back.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean,
Even
Revenge of the Sith, like since you mentioned it, yeah, that's a big turning point when it comes to the prequels because that's when you knew how serious things were, and they actually put some effort into it, which is it's a big deal, because you have to
hmm
flesh out that storyline between Obi-Wan and Anakin, like that you had to figure that out, you had to see it, and I'm glad they did that because Vader was such a force in the original trilogy that there's no way that you
hmm
could live that you could they had to do something to live up to that expectation. Like we needed to see him be big, and I guess they did what they could. They made Anakin pretty big. They made his turn very sudden and shocking. Um, I mean,
and you know what's worse about his turn to the dark side is that if you watch the Clone Wars series, which is set, in a 4-year time span between the second film and the third film, they say it's 3 years, but realistically it was 4 years because based off the math from when the war started, it went from 22 BBY to 19 BBY. It was 4 years of
yeah,
constant fighting. And when you watch that whole Clone Wars series and you really like delve into every single character, including Anakin Skywalker, this
yeah,
was a guy who, when he sensed the dark side, he hated it. He's like, "This is the dark side, Ahsoka." Like when for Jedi to sense the dark side, it's like it gives you a sickness to your stomach because someone who's attuned to the light side would feel sick around the dark side because the dark side is corruption. It's terrible.
yeah,
So yeah, Anakin. There were many times where Anakin was true to himself. He was a hero. He was a good person overall. He did terrible things, but he was not of wicked nature. He was just a heartbroken kid who, he lost his mind. His mother was just murdered. What kind of person in their right mind wouldn't act out irrationally in a situation like that? Like,
yeah,
obviously he lost his cool, but in this current year they released a book where they're like, Anakin was like, "What did I do?" Like he said to himself in that monologue, he said, "Someone else took over me. This wasn't me." He cried about it obviously because holy shit, what did I do? But he felt like someone else took over his body and did those things. It wasn't him, which is like either his psyche broke or he had a hidden personality in him all along. I don't know what the details are behind that book. I haven't read it, but I mean, he was blinded by rage and he felt like I couldn't turn off that switch. But then the whole Clone Wars series showed that Anakin was a good person. He was not the monster that Vader was. He was clearly his own person.
yeah,
And he was a good person. And then to see the one person who'd said, "Oh, this is not the Jedi way," he himself would say, "Revenge is not the Jedi way." When he was teaching Ahsoka, Ahsoka tamed his impulsive nature a bit. When he became a teacher, he had to become more mature. He had to realize, "Hey, I'm responsible for you. You're my student." And even though Anakin was reckless in his own way, he still cared about the people that he loved, and he was a good person. And
yeah,
then to turn to the dark side in the twinkle of an eye, like you said, and you see your hero become this monster, it is a tragedy. It's
mhm,
sad, and it's a tragedy to see somebody who would go into the fire for you, quite literally, out of desperation, made a terrible choice that had repercussions for years to come.
yeah. That's true.
He was backed into a corner, and it's unfortunate.
Very much. But that's what made the original prequel trilogy a lot more exciting. Well, at least Revenge of the Sith, because like, yeah, I couldn't. Attack of the Clones wasn't that good for me. Um,
All the Clone Wars fighting was amazing. The Battle of Geonosis was amazing. The
well,
way
yeah,
the
like
Star
the part
Destroyers
two,
arrived, the
like
Clone Army.
the stuff that was centered on the Clone Wars itself. Yeah, that was cool. I'm with that. The movie itself, and it was kind of boring. Like it went a little bit long, which it shouldn't have.
Because that movie did more setup exposition than it did like It took too long to get to the main part, you know.
Yeah, and I mean the climax.
But
Yeah, I would have preferred something better, because I get it. I mean, no, the fight on Geonosis is cool. The whole the pit fight, that's great. But to get there, it took a while. The whole thing
hmm
with Django Fett, which is again, that's pretty cool. Bringing him in, we knew he existed, but we hadn't seen him before. And there's a lot of fans of Boba Fett out there, so they wanted their mercenary. Uh, they wanted to see their mercenary somehow, and that's the best we could do. Um, it was cool, but like the whole setup to get to the final act, it felt a little long, and that's kind of the reason why I don't have like good memories of it, because I watched it in theaters, and I felt like disappointed, which I shouldn't have. But when I watched Revenge of the Sith, that was a whole nother story. That was
Revenge of the Sith took everything and dialed it up by 10. It was
yeah,
like a KO times 50.
that was an experience. Like you walked out of there like, let me breathe. I think we're
And
done.
not only and not only that, but also like towards Attack of the Clones, when everybody saw Yoda fight for the first time, people lost their minds.
Yeah,
Like I recall like when I saw, damn, Anakin and Obi-Wan got their asses handed to them by Count Dooku, and then here comes Yoda and Dooku, and they showed you there's a whole nother level to that crazy ass shit they do.
yeah,
Like Dooku just pulls out his lightsaber and says, "It is obvious this contest cannot be decided by our knowledge of the Force, but by our
yeah.
skills with a lightsaber." And then they just both pull out their lightsabers and they both somersault in front of each other, and then they start fighting at a speed that you were like, "What the fuck?" Like you thought Anakin and Obi-Wan were badass, and then you realize there's a whole nother level to that badassery? No fucking way, dude.
Mhm.
No fucking way.
Yeah, no.
And then yeah, Revenge of the Sith took that and dialed it up by 11.
Hmm. Oh, hopefully we get something good out of it. I mean, we're gonna get more series from Star Wars, that's for sure. Uh,
Yeah, they re-signed
Movies,
Catherine Kennedy to a 3-year extension, so
sadly.
some Star Wars fans are not happy about that. I mean, I don't know whether she's to blame for any of the recent misses that Star Wars has had, but I think the thing that's killing the franchise right now is that they pump these out way too fast. That's what happened. Is that they
Yeah.
pumped out that sequel trilogy way too quickly.
And I think the problem is gonna be that now they're gonna try to reboot it again, and
hmm
they're gonna try to. Hopefully, it's an event film. Like honestly, by the time that comes out, I'll probably have kids, but still, like they're gonna need to try something new in order to revitalize the story. Because I get it, people like the shows, people like knowing about the lore and stuff. But man, there's a point when you get tired of all that stuff. And as good
Yeah,
as
I
as
mean,
good,
there's a lot of love for the franchise, and I don't know. I know some people go way over the top when it comes to their fandoms, and I get that. As a fan of things myself, I'll be the first to tell you, hey, when someone criticizes what I like, I'm just like, okay, what's your point of view? Why do you feel this way?
yeah,
But I like to ask. I'd like to know what's your reasoning for hating Star Wars. They say, oh, it's like these are the same people that like Twilight, and I'm just like, okay, why do you like Twilight? What's the whole purpose of Twilight? What's their reasoning? Because Star Wars is one simple thing. It's not just all fighting. It's not what it's all about. Star Wars is about family. That's the if you don't understand that Star Wars is about family first and foremost, you're missing the whole point of the franchise. Like at the core of every single movie, family is always at the core of the themes that's going on in the movies. And there's so much more to it than just family. It's about love. It's about sacrifice. It's about the things that people do when they have no other choice. It's oppression. Like it shows a lot of stuff. And if you just see, oh, it's just fighting, there's a lot more to that. When they're fighting for something. They're not fighting just because, hey, I don't like you, I'm gonna shoot you. No, there's things on the line. Like if you watch the movies and you follow their journeys, one starts off as a young man, ends up as an old man, and he dies. And
yeah,
then one of them starts as a wide-eyed kid who thought, "Damn, I'm stuck in this corner of the galaxy," and he ends up becoming the hero of the galaxy. There's so much more than just fighting in the movies. It's about family.
yeah. Yeah,
And
no,
many
that's true.
times, a lot of those characters that don't survive, like when they die, they sacrifice themselves for their friends, for their family, Oftentimes, a lot of times, they showed it that the good guys made their last stand and they realized we're gonna die.
Yeah.
This is it. Like, I don't have a chance to call Brian and be like, hey, Brian, this might be the last time I get to say you have a big forehead and shit. I'm probably gonna die here. So I love you, man. I'm sorry I ever yelled at you before, but I'm gonna die here now. I'm protecting your family. I'm protecting our country. I'm protecting the galaxy. I'm gonna die here, but just know that I love you. Even though I'm gonna die here today, I love you, man. This
Yeah.
could be the last time I see you guys. I mean, that's the thing that people don't grasp. They don't concept that. It's honorable when you see these guys sacrifice themselves for the greater good or for their loved ones. It's you can't say that other movies have done that successfully unless you watch Saving Private Ryan or you've seen a movie where another character gives up their life knowing that, hey, this is it for me, man. This is so you could live another day.
True. Make a point.
And then not only that, but do you know how much courage that takes, knowing that, hey, this is it, man. I'm gonna die here, but you guys are gonna live. Like, can you imagine what goes through the mind of that character, knowing that, hey, this is it for me, man. I'm gonna give it all I got, and if I die, so be it. Like,
Yeah.
what goes through their mind before they realize they're about to die? And they die with no fear. Like, that just goes to show you how bad they are.
All right. Well, that was interesting, man. We need to catch up on more Star Wars eventually. How about we jump into the secrets and find out what's going on with this little game mode?
Get it. Let's figure it out. Oh, Jesus Christ. I think you're the party leader. I can't see the menu.
For some reason, it won't let me drop into Verdan. Oh,
like,
never mind. I see why. Ha. Yeah, I just figured out what was going on, and that's because I was in the secrets menu, and it says drop into Verdansk. You gotta push down the left thumbstick, and I was pushing it, but it was sending me somewhere else. So now I realize what's going on. It's telling me just go play. Okay, cool. I'll go play. So basically, this is a Scooby-Doo duck hunt. We need to go to places, and I don't know what we need to do there. Maybe open a box, and we'll get the stuff from there. I'm pretty sure we could do this in one swing if we try really hard.
Maybe, yeah. If you
have to
remember
find
the places.
certain things in
Hey,
prison.
strike!
We need to find a spot at the airport, train station, hospital, top.
Wait, what? What was that? Hello? Testing, 1, 2, testing. What just happened? It said playlist updating. What? That's weird. Okay, so we're gonna figure out what just happened. That is weird. What in the world? Wait, so there's another update on top of the update that I just did? Is that what's going on? Oh, we're already starting off on a back foot. This is bad. This is way bad. What? There's a playlist available. Your playlist data.
There we go.
Did you get the same message I got?
Yes.
What was that about?
I have no idea. It took me a second try to get into your lobby.
Yeah, I had to exit out and come back in. Something about a playlist, but I don't see anything different. Everything here's the same.
Me neither. I haven't touched this game in 2 days, 2 or 3 days.
This is weird, man. Like, why does Activision keep doing this garbage? It's like they're giving me more reasons not to come back. I mean, I'm gonna be back because I want to see Caldera. I want to play in the jungle. Like, that's always been my thing.
Oh my god, can you imagine the jungle fighting? Holy shit.
Yeah, I mean, that's been my thing forever. Like, I want a first-person shooter set in the jungle that isn't Far Cry. Like, I want to play something like that. And this looks like it's it. But if they do crazy crap like that again, it's not gonna work out. Like, they gotta keep their shit together. Especially now, like, you have more competition out there. So they gotta step up. And the holidays are coming, and a lot of people are gonna be off, and they're gonna want to play something. And if this is not optimized, it's not gonna do well.
Yeah, I'd feel bad to be a developer, man. They've got so much pressure on them for these games to perform. And I saw some clips of Battlefield, and I'm like, holy man, like, is that whole field that massive? Where
Yeah.
it's like, it's massive as shit. And then this guy's flying around on an airplane. He jumps off it, lands on the other craft, and then he blows it up with a thing. And then he jumps off and gets back on his teammate's thing. And I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Like, what the actual hell? Did he actually skydive, land on the enemy vehicle, blew it up, he jumped off right before it blew off, and then he got onto his vehicle. Then he's falling down and he sniped somebody from the air, and I'm like, okay, you can't do that in Call of Duty, but fuck.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be a
on
developer.
Battlefield and now Halo.
Yeah. Like, you can do all that crap, all that stuff in like different games. The problem is it have they implemented it correctly? Well, what is this? T 13 days before leaving Verdansk. So in 13 days, we're done with this game. In 13 days, Warzone as we know it is over. All right, cool. I got you, Activision. 13 days.
So every time the circle happens, we go to a different event.
Uh-huh. So we gotta survive.
Yourself a proper warm-up. We'll be deployed soon.
We gotta survive long enough to get to that inner circle. Woo! They're already shooting.
Enemy soldier incoming.
You gotta land on someone to kill him?
Yeah, I thought that was the way.
That goes to show how sorry he is. I should just snipe him right here.
Ooh.
You're dead.
Hostile
Judging by
dropping
this
into
map,
the area.
You're dead
Watch
too.
the skies.
Spots you go to be either hospital, stadium, prison, depending how far they are from the circle
Yeah.
for the event. There's another one by Summit
You're done warming up. Stand by for
Let's see
the
where the-
see
and
where it's
airport.
at.
Oh look. So okay. Summit is first, airport second, promenade. So if we want to get as far away from the normal as possible. We- Okay. Oh yeah, Summit looks
I think
really.
right here is one of the spots in the event right
Battle
here.
Royale.
Yeah, it's on the
Be
hilltop
advised,
on the
gas
side.
is
Yeah,
closing.
that was the one where 5 teams landed
I
last
went for
game.
the chopper.
Enemy supply choppers inbound.
Alright,
Take 'em
let's
out
try it
and
out.
secure the cargo.
Get the chopper.
Right on the top floor, huh? When you go to the top pier. Don't go to the bottom or anything, it's on the top. There's like a little interference. We've got a team already here.
Oh yeah, I see them.
Damn it, yeah, they're
1
there.
and 2.
They're all beating
Oh,
here.
yeah.
I'm gonna grab a
In the
weapon
main
from this crate.
building. In that building. Right in that door.
Oh, they're all jumping in there. Yeah, grab a gun before you go in there.
I just got one.
I got
Oh.
you a baseball bat. How does this guy have a baseball
Hostile
bat?
dropping into the area.
You can.
Watch the
I
skies.
landed with one.
Damn it.
I landed with
I got a baseball bat.
Oh, okay.
I can pick you eyes. I can pick you eyes up.
This is I'm dead, man.
Teammates
No.
entered the gulag. Surviving earns them redeployment.
I got a baseball bat.
I picked up an M4.
Oh, okay. All right, so you're good.
If you could fight them.
Well, I mean, not to lose us like that.
You gotta get money now.
Yeah.
Be advised,
Oh,
your
no.
teammates got their arse kicked.
We need 2K, so okay.
Acknowledge waypoint. I run contract mark.
I'm gonna go promenade. Get scabby.
Prominent? Okay.
Negative. Head to left.
Yeah, we got some in prominent.
Alright.
Anyone use it?
Jailbreak, on the air, fast food, on your feet, abandoned secrets. Yeah, no, one of them is in here. We're not close to one, actually.
What are you looking for? I got big enough for
Anyone use
that.
it?
We don't have any of the event secrets close by, right?
Train station
Okay,
and hospital.
alright. Yeah, let's get the 2K, get them revived, and get back on track.
I think you got somebody on there.
Secure the package. Enemy team is tracking your position.
Might have been just him jumping down and
Damn.
On the gun.
Here, guys. I'm gonna drop my money here. I'm gonna go get the other contract. On the other
Alright.
side. A little far out, but
There's another box in here. I'll get it.
Yep.
I hear the box.
Downstairs.
there's a box right in front of me. Got a little precision in the pocket.
Didn't miss this. Alright, let's go.
This one above.
weapons on him at the fire station if you guys still need weapons.
Yeah, I'm heading to him. Up to the chopper.
On the way. Got 18K.
I got the money to buy him. I'll buy him
Alright.
back now.
Cool.
Just be cautious, guys. We're just after the ravine, right in the park area. Getting bombarded with precision strikes right now.
Contract updated. New
Oh,
objective.
clusters.
There'll be a team on the park
Oh,
area.
shit. What was that? What was
What
that? What was that?
You get
Sniper.
sniped or did you fall?
Sniper, sniper,
Yeah,
sniper.
Neo. I'm coming to you.
I'll get him. I'm close. Oh, never mind. I wasn't on it.
I see him.
Oh, I heard the shot. Hang
He's
on.
across, he's across. He's still shooting. I'm dead.
No.
You're in the gulag now.
I threw an
Back to
airstrike
our
his way.
redeployment.
There should be a cluster on me. You can throw that too.
Got him.
Downed him.
Yeah, down. I see it down on his screen.
If you downed him, I'll take it.
Let the
Take
fight
it to him.
kicking off.
Yeah.
You can practice your aim while you
You
wait.
guys go to that and I'll
Taunting
try
your
and get
enemy is
this,
an effective
this
way
second
to
one
get
done.
inside their heads.
Alright.
His teammates are
Sorry,
probably
some
there.
will
Oh,
push
he
the
died. Kill confirmed.
Died? Alright.
I guess he's not here anymore. I want to get his money though. See if he has any money. Or was he a broke bitch?
Alright. I'm waiting out here.
Alright,
Yeah.
just be careful when you go down there.
Kimbo.
Where is
Get
he
ready to
though?
fight.
His body is not here. He's not here. His
Probably
body's
dropped.
not here.
Probably drop down.
I got a cluster and I got
Win here
a
and you return
Precision
to the
on me in
front
this
line.
building here if you
If
guys
lose,
want.
you're done. Sort them out or capture the
And a fair
objective.
amount of
We'll have
money.
to.
I have a precision. Oh, actually, no, I don't have it. So I'll pick up
there's
the
a cluster
precision.
and a precision in here.
We're sending you
I'll fight back.
If your team has
And
the
right
cash,
here,
they can pay for your
3400
release.
for you guys too.